she'll be fighting with a machine gun at this point.
I notice hers is still level 3.
Yep. And her machine gun would be at level 3.
It's not fair.
Maybe next time I play through, I'm going to have to try the Snake Run, which is the other weapon I told you about that combines the Polar Star and the Fireball. Since that's one I use even less than the machine gun. But that's fun, since it can go through walls, but it can't pierce blocks. So
I thought I really fell into the pit.
I'm really only left with like one weapon that can create blocks.
Okay, alright.
And since it is kind of a different pickup for it initially, would you call the missile launcher and the super missile launcher different weapons?
I would say no. I would consider it an upgrade.
Okay. Then in that
Because
case...
in the like core of it, it's still the same weapon. It's just stronger.
I'm not too sure if they operate differently, though, level-wise. Like, would level 3 give you the burst of missiles?
I think it did when I tried it. It's only level 1 right now, though.
I think the explosion radius may be a bit bigger.
I assumed it would just deal, like, more damage in general, too.
Then if you're counting the missile launcher as more of an upgrade, there are 9 weapons in the game. Oh, yes, you guys, just in time.
There's a button. You pressed it. Bye, Curly. Alright, now we can leave. She's dead. Teleporter? Convenience! Can I get back there?
Yes, you can, since you do have the level 3 machine gun.
Well, no, I mean the portal wasn't active before. I wasn't sure if that was one way.
You can go back now.
Too bad there was no bed.
If you didn't have the machine gun or the booster, you're kind of screwed if you try to go back. I think these are one of my favorite enemies in the game.
They're different, I'll give it that. Oh shit, okay. It boomerangs, got it.
I believe those smaller orbiting pods are sentient and they will home in on you. Oh.
The dark place. Mm-hmm.
And I think you're about 50% of the way through the game now. If not a little bit more, so...
Nope. Alright. Up we go then. Assuming I can control myself. Sure. Interesting. Blast door number 4 is currently non-operational. But I still got through it. This, however. And there's no way for me to do anything up above. Oh. And there's no way to get in here.
Aha! There you go. So, what do you think is breaking free?
I mean, there's water down there. I would have assumed rust of some kind. Last door, oh, last door. There's something behind all this crazy security. Don't you think so, too? Interesting that this is also the only one that's numbered.
Right.
I can't go down. There's nothing else up here.
Check the computer again. Maybe it'll say something different.
There's the lift. Time to go and drown myself. Goodbye, cruel world. Yes, please. It's probably one of those eggs that finally hatched.
I'll say maybe save again, since you don't have to do this process.
Fair point.
Maybe?
Probably not being fair, because there's probably a boss fight gonna happen again right away.
Technically, I find this boss coming up to be easier than Monster X. He still is kind of an ass, but once you figure out, what you're supposed to do, he's easier. I know that makes, like, no sense since it's your first time, but I think this guy is a little bit more manageable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, alright. Okay, what the hell is this thing? Is this a plant monster?
That's the next boss.
Well, no shit, there's a bar.
And just a little bit of a hint, you can only beat him once his eye is open.
I've noticed.
Yep. And just one bit of advice. Once
I'm sorry, what is with this water?
Once he hits you with his air attack, he's going to fire. Oh, there we go.
I'm less worried about the boss, more worried about drowning. Can I destroy those ads that well, not ads, but like the what are they? Bits, pods, whatever those are, the extra pieces of him?
No.
They're not destroyable.
No, they are not.
Are they part of the same whole? Like if I damage those, do I damage the health bar?
I do not believe.
Then why do they take
You
damage
can't
like they do?
I don't think you can actually damage them. I think those are more shields in place to protect his eye.
Then it's weird that it has eyes in there too. And it also looks like it's taking damage.
I think when you hit them when they're open, they get pushed back. And when they're closed...
Yeah, but they're blinking like they're taking damage.
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
Shit. That's the other part of this I don't like. I do not like the stage that we're in either.
And one humorous thing, if you try talking to Curly right as the battle starts, it will say, she's passed out again.
Oh,
And
shit.
if
Okay,
you-
that's the air attack you were talking about. I hadn't even noticed that before.
And 3 shots. And since you are at 28 health going into this, as opposed to 41, I think you had, you might want to go back into the previous area and farm just a little bit. Just a suggestion.
I don't need your suggestions. I just need to die. Like a man.
Although it's never specifically stated, do you think this takes place around Japan? Because Sue's brother is named Kazuma.
It's hard to say. Especially considering we're on what's called a floating island. As far as I'm concerned, that island could be circling the globe.
I'm not.
Alright, that
You
damage.
might not want to do that. Since you're back down to 24 now.
Yep.
and 16
1.
and 1.
Oh man, I got this. Seven. I was waiting. I knew that karma would get me for being too full of myself.
Once you're in the 30s with these orbiting guys, just head back and reload the room.
You can't tell me what to do.
But I can suggest what to do.
I don't have to listen.
You're right. You're exactly right. You don't have to listen. But then again, I'm not 100% sure about like the whole Sonic the Hedgehog floating island. Because I know there's a floating island in there too.
There is one singular floating island in that game that I'm aware of. And it's
But
not like it's the world or anything like this one seems to imply it is.
So I'm not too sure if that floats over a specific stretch of land.
I
And it's
think it
more like-
does. I want to say yes, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I think the idea is that it floats over like the ancestral land of the echidnas.
I think that's what I remember from the comics. Since I was a slight fan of the Archie comics
Oh my god.
around.
What a furry.
Hey, I was. How old was I back then? Like 13, 14 maybe?
That doesn't make any excuses for you.
It's not like I.
You want to complete that thought? Go ahead. Complete that thought and see what happens.
No! Because if we would ever get monetized, this video would make us demonetized. So no, I won't complete that thought.
Continue with the thought, please. I want to know where you're going with this.
It's not like I would pleasure myself to them.
Oh, what? You saying you wouldn't want to pet any fur or anything? Then why do you have
No.
animals? Why do you have a pet?
Although, I had a thing for cyborgs when I was younger, thinking, oh, cyborgs, these are so awesome. And Bunny was my favorite character since she was a cyborg.
I was gonna say Android 18 did that to a lot of people.
But they technically... Android 17 and 18, but they're cyborgs?
Yeah. Dr. Gero has some bad naming conventions because androids are fully, mechanical. By definition.
But 16...
16
was-
technically should be a cyborg. Well, actually, no, he's correct. He is an android. All of the ones up until and including 16 were androids. 17 and 18 were created from, teenagers. They're,
Was-
modified teenagers.
Was there an Android 19?
He was also, yes, it was the fat one.
Oh! That kind of had, the Chinese fluffy pants?
Yeah, the one that showed up with Gero.
Okay.
The one that was like, that may as well have been an android. He was also correct. Literally all of them except for Jiro himself and 17 and 18 would be considered correctly named androids.
Was Jiro Android 20, or was
Yes.
that... Okay.
Cell would technically be 21, even though he's more of a biological weapon.
But then Android 21 from Dragon Ball Fighters...
I said
wouldn't-
technically. If Cell wasn't considered his own project, he probably would be 21.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me while I farm Doritos. I need my Mountain Dew like a real gamer to go with it.
Yeah, I just wish
So-
they would come out with some spicier Doritos flavor.
I have a question
bet-
for you, actually, now that we're talking about, like, soda. Now that I brought up, like, soda and shit. Because I
Yeah.
just saw this today, and I'm curious if you know about it. Have you heard about Dr. Pepper baked beans? Your silence
Yes.
tells me... Oh, you have?
Yes, I have. I was thinking a bit. I'm like, wait, is it baked bean flavor? But no. Like, you cook the baked beans in the Dr. Pepper with like bacon, brown sugar.
No, but I
Yes.
mean, like, it's just straight up made for you. It's in the tin that way.
Oh no!
Yeah. So Dr. Pepper released a tin of its own Dr. Pepper baked beans.
Really?
Uh-huh. I just saw it on Brad Tries and like, what the fuck? What is this madness?
I may have to try that.
I've never heard about putting Dr. Pepper in baked beans.
Have you heard about brown sugar in baked beans?
Oh yes, my dad doctors up baked beans all the time. He calls them doctored baked beans, but not like she's putting in the soda.
Do you think he would like that?
He does like Dr. Pepper, but I think he might have a problem with there being soda in beans.
I have heard of Coca-Cola and baked beans too.
What the fuck? What is wrong with people?
Hey. I've heard of it.
Alright, I think I am golden right now. I think I got everything I need. Everything's maxed out.